Yo, what up? It's ooh, Aaron Moses gang. Now look, baby. I just want you to understand that I love women. I love women. I love women. I'm about to be on my Crip Mac shit. I'm gonna say it 5 times. I love women. I love women. But do you love women? Now, I looked up the word misogynist, and the definition of a misogynist is a person who hates women, a person who has a certain prejudice against women or does not like the behavior of women. Now, in my opinion, a woman that doesn't act feminine, I'm not talking about somebody who has a certain liking towards women sexually, whether they be bi or a lesbian or anything such as that. I don't think that that's what I'm talking about. I'm just saying if you have a predisposition to act in a masculine way, in a way that you perceive that a man would act, in my opinion, if you have any negative emotions towards your mother or towards womanhood, or you think that your femininity cannot be used for strength, I think, in my opinion, that's a version or that's a form or that's a manifestation of you being a female misogynist. If a man thinks that acting on masculinity is toxic, I think that you're a misandrist. Aaron Moses, what's a misandrist? A misandrist is a man is a person that hates men, right? So I think just like I used to tell a very close friend of mine, baby, if you can't manipulate me with your femininity, then that means that you're unfamiliar with your femininity. That means that you have a certain unfamiliarity with your femininity that you need to not have. Because you have a vagina for a reason. You have a pussy. You have a vaginal hole in your soul for a reason. And the fact that you're not weaponizing your femininity is really weird because if you try to get aggressive with me, which this woman has gotten aggressive with me in the past, and I'm not a I'm not a bitch ass nigga, so I didn't necessarily and hit on my chest. I just simply explained, just like I explained to my first baby mama, bitch, don't yell at me because my voice is deeper. It can carry more. I haven't smoked meth. I haven't destroyed my body enough to the point where if you raise your voice is going to carry more than mine. That's not the case. My lungs are bigger. My voice is deeper. I was in band. I'm a rapper. I have, you know, oxygen control to a certain level where I can yell louder than you and I can make it sound worse and more intimidating because I'm not a woman. So don't yell at me because you can't out yell me. You feel me? Now, just like with my woman, when I said, look, you're not a man, okay? You can't out aggressive me. There's nothing you can do to be more aggressive than me. So let's just not play those games. And I said it very calmly. Sometimes I did, sometimes I didn't. But at the end of the day, you know, you as a woman not using your femininity, which is your greatest weapon, I think is a form of self-hatred. I think it's a form of misogyny. I think a lot of women just, especially in the modern times, feminism is a form of self-hatred because you trying to make yourself equal to something that you can never be equal to is just ignorant. Now, I'm not saying am I anti-feminist? And do I think that feminism is a bad idea? Do I think it's negative? I don't think any of those things necessarily in a healthy way. Why? Because a lot of niggas are not shit. Okay. Am I saying all black men or all white men? No, I'm not saying that. But the fact that I grew up in an environment where women worked, when I see women, in my opinion, who act like bums, it puts me in a certain state of mind, state of mind, thinking about my mom. When I see the fact that my mom struggled and that I don't even want to say single handedly got my sister and I out of the ghetto, when I see that she worked her ass off, when I see that she did, you know, the accomplishments that she did and worked all these jobs, 2 and 3 jobs, and kept the lights on and may have had to rob John, to pay Steve or whatever the little colloquial phrase is. When I saw that she could do it and I see people being in such a begging state of mind, when I see people just just being bums, in my opinion, it's offensive to me and my mom's movement. Now let me read this comment. Who am I talking to? Man, the fact that I see a lot of females just acting in a way that's masculine, that's inconducive to their personal growth, and just being bums. It's just insulting to the feminine energy, in my opinion. It's just like, do you hate women? Why you acting like a man? You acting like a man to me speaks to me that you hate women. You hate being a woman, so you want to be a nigga that bad. You want to be a man that bad, but you haven't seen a man in 3 generations. That's kind of weird. That's kind of weird. Just like when my mom was telling me, like, you did all of this alleged game banging, and I didn't even raise you like that. Most people don't raise game bangers to be game bangers. Or you talk about the separation between man and women so much when I did everything that I could do to treat you as an equal and show you that a woman can do what a man can do. You didn't do that because I don't think a man would respond how you responded to life. I think a man would do his greatest efforts to make sure that his kids had a 2-parent household, or at least would be around them in a certain capacity. But I digress. I think that the modern woman is a misogynist. I think that women hate to be women. I think that women hate to be women. I think that the alternative for a woman being a woman and using their femininity is is a direct attack on being a woman. I think a woman having 3 jobs is a direct attack on masculinity and femininity. I think a woman not using their sexuality and their pussy and their natural ability to be nourishing and nurturing and peaceful is just a protest against femininity. That's what I think. I think somebody trying to prove that they could be, I think a spoon proving that there can be a fork as well. It's just saying that I don't like being a spoon. And I don't like my mother, and I resent these beautiful black women that fought and died for our rights. Like, I'm not saying that a woman should be seen and not heard. I don't think any of that. I think that a woman trying to prove that they could be a man, it's really just a waste of time. Because I know that you're intelligent. I know that you're beautiful. I know that you could do 100 push-ups in 60 minutes. Okay, cool. But that doesn't That doesn't make me respect you more. That doesn't make me love you more. That doesn't make me like you more. That doesn't make me think that you're more effective. That's just showing me that you're human. Bitch, I know you're a human. That's why I tried to put my dick inside you. I don't fuck dogs. I don't try to have sex with horses. I don't try to have sex with hamsters. I want to have sex with you. I'm attracted to you. I like you. I I want to have conversations with you that I can't have with my homeboy because you're a woman. That's why I like you. So why are you trying to take away from my experience as a human being by you trying to show me that you could be like a nigga? I don't like niggas. I don't like men. I'm not a I'm not a bromosexual. I'm not an asexual. I like women. I like women, bro. That's what I like. I like you. I want you to manipulate me like a woman. I don't want to slap box with you. I don't want you to show me your your baseball cards. I don't want you to try to play me in 2K. I don't even play 2K. I don't even play video games. I don't want to have a spit contest. I don't like I want a woman. I have a woman. I'm just saying. The experience that I have with you has nothing to do with us feeling like we're on a level playing field. I want you to rub my back with coconut oil. I want you to smell like flowers and fruit. I want you to tell me about your day and complain like a bitch. When I talk to my homeboys, when I talk to my niggas, I want to talk about some masculine shit. I want things to be very compartmentalized. I don't want to have the same experience as I have with my niggas. And what is so wrong with that? But to be totally honest, I think the whole thing about Kevin Samuels, RP Kevin Samuels, the most important thing about him was just ladies being ladies. Like when I speak to my woman, I don't want you to call me bro, which is very important when it comes to a man talking to a woman. I think manners. I think you having a pussy. I think you smelling like. I think you dressing like a lady. I think you not wearing pants around me. I think you just present cooking for me, washing the dishes, mopping. I think you just physically showing me that you could be a woman is very important. And I think you not doing that is a form of an attack on the lady, of an attack on of the nuclear family, and showing me that you don't give a fuck about women or men. And it's a form of misogyny. Like I said, you striving to be like a man. What if I acted like a female? What if I was saying period? What if I was wearing period poo pants and doing this? And you know what I'm saying? And crying all day and complaining about my friends and gossiping. Why is it okay for a woman to act like a nigga, but it's not okay for a man to act like a woman? It's not okay for any of those people to have switched identities. But why is this acceptable? And like I said, I'm not totally against feminism because I think that a woman should offer value and be able to get her own money and be able to take instructions, of course, as well, and not totally rely on a man, especially if you don't have kids, and especially if you don't have kids with that man, and especially if you're not willing to take instructions. But you not taking instructions from a man, you feeling like you need to live a renegade lifestyle, you thinking that you don't need to be feminine. If you're a woman and you don't, this is the whole message of the video. I've pretty much been saying this for 15 minutes. If you don't think that it's imperative for you to act like a lady and for you to be feminine as a woman, that's a form of misogyny. You're no better than Future, and you're a Marxist. That's all I gotta say, man. You already KNOW, man. This Aaron Moses, I'm the band, you the band, we the band together, man. Life's in the breath, breathe it in. I'm having heart palpitations. I'm breathing kind of weird. And I'm fucked up. I'm not gonna lie to you. Peace. Gang. Be a lady.